Alright, so number 6 on the non-calculator portion is asking, what is the vertex form of this equation here? Graph it and name the focus and the director. This is a really good question to ask, okay? So, looking at what we have in standard form, I can quickly go to my vertex by doing negative b over 2a and then plugging that into the function where x is at to see what would my y value give me. Okay, so what is my b value? 2. What is my a value? Negative 1. So what I'm looking at is a negative 2 over negative 2, which will give me a positive 1 is the x value of the vertex. So if I plug in a positive 1 here for x and here for x, 1 squared is 1 times a negative gives me negative 1. And I'm showing the work because it's a non-calculator. Okay? 2 times 1 is 2, and then we'll subtract 8. What do I have? Negative 7. So my vertex is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 7. So 1, negative 7, this is my vertex. Okay? Now, we are also going to graph and name the focus and the directrix. Okay? From what I have right now, how could I go ahead and name the focus? What could I do? What equation do I need to use? 4AP equals 1. So 4AP is equal to 1. My A value, anyone, is what? Negative 1. So I have negative 1 times 4 times P is equal to 1. So negative 4P is 1, so P is a negative 1/4. Okay? Negative means it's either going to go left or down. This was a vertical parabola because it's y equals x squared. So from this vertex, we're going to go downward from this. Okay? And we're going to go down negative 1/4. Are you with me? So if I go further down from the negative 7 that I'm at right now, okay, let me try that again. Am I going to subtract a negative 4 or add negative 4? I'm going to add negative 4. So I have a negative 7 right now that I'm going to add more negative 2 by adding a negative 1/4. Okay, so let's get a common denominator. Multiply this 7 by 4 over 4, which is a form of 1. And adding a negative is the same as just subtracting. So that my y value becomes a negative 29 over 4. That is my y value of my what? Of my focus. Okay? So my focus would be, let's say, negative 29 over 4. How many times can you divide 29 by 4? About 7 and some change, right? So it's going to be a little bit, it's like 7 and 1/4. So 1/4 down, it's going to be real close. This is going to be at 1, negative 29 over 4. This is my focus. It is negative, so it is looking down. And just the same distance away, we're going to go up, would be my directrix. And we're going to find out what is that equation equal to. Okay? So from this negative 7, what do? Add or subtract this 1/4. I'm going to subtract it because I want it to go upward. Okay? If I subtract a negative, it's really adding. And we're going to do that to negative 7. So negative 7 adding 1/4, we will get a common denominator of 4. So this becomes 28 over 4. And a negative 28 plus 1 becomes a negative 27 over 4. And that's where that y equals equation of the vertex, sorry, of the directrix will be. On your projects, some of you dashed them, a lot of you did not dash them, okay? Please make sure to dash them on the test for the directrix. Any questions? So we graphed it, we named it, we labeled it, we just have to do this. And we got to finish this off. We have to finish this off right now, okay? So we still have to give the vertex form of the equation. So my vertex did end up becoming 1, -7. So I have this right here, okay? And this 1, -7, the vertex, is going to go x minus 1, because everything in parentheses we do the opposite. And everything outside, it's exactly what you see. What do I put for A? Negative what? -1. So you could put a -1, or you could just put a negative. And that would be this vertex form from what we did. Any questions?